So, tell us about yourself.
Hello, my name is Carter. I'm a graduating senior from Hamilton. I'm hoping that I can set myself up to be a professional dancer by going to college. I have been interested in dancing since I was younger. When I joined my performing arts club at Hamilton, I just knew I was meant to dance professionally and have been strengthening my abilities these past few years. I've been keeping up with my academics so I can hopefully major in dance at CSUN and fulfill my dream. I maintained a 2.5 GPA in high school, but I know that I have the potential to do even better and academically succeed in college. I feel like my passion for dance motivates me to do better and be a better student. I hope joining BSM can help me continue to succeed and eventually make my dreams of becoming a dancer come true.
This student had an appropriate response. They were able to highlight all the things that we look for in an answer: their name, educational background, passions and interests, and goals that connect with the benefits of our program.
Hello, my name is Daniela, and I was born on May 1st, 2004, in the San Fernando Valley. I lived in Los Angeles until I was 5, and then my family moved back to the San Fernando Valley. I don't remember a lot about Los Angeles because I was so young, but I really liked that the convenience store was close to our house. We got snacks all the time. I heard CSUN has some good food, and my sister said they have some fun parties, so I'm hoping I can get in. Some of my favorite hobbies are playing video games, watching TV, playing soccer on the weekends.
Okay, we did learn some things about this student's life, but not too much about who he or she is and how that relates to becoming a BSM scholar. This student has shared a lot, but we still haven't learned about their passions and skills, or what their goals are and how BSM can help them achieve them. Explain to us why you are interested in CSUN.
I am super motivated to become a history teacher. So since I decided I wanted to go to a university, I have been researching the best schools to get a credential and learn about history. I also knew that many students usually struggle to graduate or stay in school. So I looked for schools that seem to have a good campus life and a lot of support for those that may have a hard time. And that's how I settled on CSUN. I read a lot of good student reviews about their history department, and I saw that they have a few clubs to join for history majors such as myself. I mean, CSUN has the major I'm looking for, a beautiful campus, and a lot of ways to support students, so I think it's a good fit for me.
This is an appropriate response to the question. The student has told us how CSUN interests them by listing out features like the success of our history department, the location and how that benefits them, and the positive student experience that they have heard of.
I wasn't really sure about what school to go to, so I honestly looked up all of the party schools and found CSUN. I definitely want to be a good student, but I think that it's cool that CSUN students have a place to party when things get stressful. I also love how nice the campus is, and I think it will feel like a movie when I finally get there. Also, the fact that y'all have Panda Express on campus, sheesh, I'm about to grub.
Well, that could have gone better. It's totally fine to be excited about things like good food and parties, but those answers are not really appropriate for this type of interview. You want to tell us about how CSUN fits in with your academic goals and lifestyle, not necessarily how much fun you'll have when you get here. What would you consider to be your biggest accomplishment?
I would say it was when I made my first $100 working for Chipotle. I never was really motivated to go to school, but I knew I wanted to make my own money. It was great finally getting a job because I knew I could afford the things I wanted, like makeup from Ulta or other things. It wasn't too hard to get the job since my friend worked there, and it was awesome being able to work right after I did the interview. I know most high school students have a job now, but it's one of my biggest accomplishments because I have money to spend how I like.
Given what we have said about previous responses, do you think this response is appropriate? We'll give you a second. And the answer is no. No, it's not. There's nothing wrong with being proud about getting a job and earning money, but this example doesn't help us know about your values and if they align with being a BSM scholar at CSUN.
My biggest accomplishment would be hearing that I have positively affected the lives of kids at the summer camp that I volunteer at. I've been an assistant for my summer camp since my freshman year in high school, and it was pretty difficult to learn all the responsibilities that come with interacting with kids and making sure that everything goes well when we had to plan events. I never planned an event, so that was tough, but I knew I wanted the kids to have a good time while they were here, so I spent extra time after the camp closed to learn more about tasks like creating spreadsheets and holding icebreakers so that everything could go smooth for the little ones. And it was all worth it because I learned a lot and I get sweet messages from those kids and their families about how amazing their camp experience was since I've worked there.
This is a pretty appropriate response, huh? They have beautifully laid out how this accomplishment helped them and the people around them, how difficult it was, and why they value that experience. Most importantly, this type of example aligns with what BSM is looking for. How will you represent the Black Scholars Matter program once accepted?
I think this is an amazing opportunity for students like me, so I would make sure to work hard at accomplishing my academic goals to help positively represent all of BSM. I would also be more aware of all of the things that I am learning as a student and as a person so that I could mentor incoming students for the next year and encourage kids in my community to apply to BSM. I also would commit to being honest in my progress so that any mistakes can be addressed and corrected before things get bad beyond repair.
All right, last question. What do you think about this response? You got it. It's appropriate as ever. This student was able to tell us how they will positively represent BSM as a student by listing out their commitments to learning, growing, and helping others.
I'll try my best to be a good student, and if I do drop in grades, I guess I'll just leave. But yeah, I'll try my best to do good in school and not get into trouble on campus. If I do go to parties, I'll make sure to cover up so it's not clear who I am. Don't want to be a bad influence on others, of course. I'll be careful about the things I'll do in public, I guess.
Right. So this isn't very appropriate. Again, it's no secret that college students like to have fun, but our interviews is not the time to talk about that. Focus on how you will positively represent the image of BSM and how you will use your success to help others that interact with the program.